When a Gemini woman and a Gemini man come together, it's like watching two butterflies flutter around a garden, beautiful, spontaneous, and never quite landing in the same place twice. Both of you are driven by a restless curiosity and a thirst for new experiences, which can make your relationship feel like a whirlwind of excitement and energy. But as with all whirlwind romances, there's a balance that needs to be struck between the exhilarating highs and the potential for things to spin out of control if you're not grounded. A meeting of minds, your intellectual connection. As two Geminis, the mental stimulation in this relationship is off the charts. You both love to talk, debate, and share ideas, and your conversations will flow effortlessly. You might find yourselves discussing everything from the latest scientific discoveries to obscure philosophical concepts, always eager to explore new intellectual territory. This shared love for knowledge and communication forms the backbone of your connection, giving you a deep sense of understanding and mutual respect. The Gemini man, like you, needs mental stimulation to feel fulfilled in a relationship. He loves your quick wit and your ability to keep up with his fast-paced thoughts. You, in turn, are enchanted by his charm and his endless curiosity. Together, you can talk for hours, losing track of time as you explore the world of ideas. This mental connection is one of the strongest points of your relationship, and it's what keeps things exciting even when the emotional side might feel a little neglected. But with this constant flow of ideas, there's also the potential for things to become a bit scattered. Both of you can get lost in your thoughts, moving from one topic to the next without ever fully grounding yourselves in the present. This can make it difficult for you both to focus on deeper, more emotional conversations, which may leave you feeling a bit disconnected at times. Emotional connection, the challenge of depth. The Gemini woman and Gemini man pairing is naturally lighthearted and fun, but when it comes to emotional depth, things can get a little tricky. Both of you are more comfortable with intellectual and social connections than with diving deep into your feelings. You tend to approach emotions from a logical perspective, preferring to analyze rather than feel. While this can keep things from getting too heavy, it can also make it hard for you both to express your true emotions when the situation calls for it. For you, as a Gemini woman, emotions are often something you'd rather observe from a distance than get too involved with. You're curious about feelings, but can sometimes struggle to articulate your own in a way that feels genuine. The Gemini man is much the same. He's more interested in how emotions work than in fully experiencing them. This mutual emotional detachment can lead to misunderstandings or a feeling of superficiality if neither of you takes the time to dive deeper. That being said, the two of you can balance each other out in this area. You understand each other's emotional approach because it's the same as your own. You know that just because your Gemini man isn't gushing with emotions doesn't mean he doesn't care deeply for you. He shows his affection through words, actions, and shared experiences rather than through emotional outbursts, and you do the same. It's important, though, to occasionally push yourselves to have those deeper conversations, even if they feel uncomfortable. This will help create a stronger emotional foundation for your relationship. The thrill of variety, embracing the adventure. What makes this pairing so exciting is the shared love for adventure and variety. Neither of you is content with a routine, and you'll both constantly be looking for ways to spice things up. This might mean spontaneous weekend getaways, trying out new restaurants, or diving into a brand new hobby together. Your relationship will never feel stagnant because you're both so open to new experiences. The Gemini man will appreciate your flexibility and willingness to go along with his latest whim. He thrives on change and excitement, and your ability to match his energy will keep the spark alive. You, on the other hand, will love how he always keeps you on your toes. Whether he's surprising you with an unexpected date night or suggesting a spontaneous road trip, his enthusiasm for life will match your own. However, there's a potential downside to this constant search for novelty. Both of you may struggle with commitment or long-term plans as you're easily distracted by the next exciting thing. You might find it hard to stay focused on building a stable foundation for your relationship when there are so many other things competing for your attention. The key here is to find a balance between variety and stability, ensuring that your relationship doesn't become too chaotic. Flirting and playfulness, keeping things light. One of the most charming aspects of your relationship is the playful, flirtatious dynamic between you. Geminis are known for their light-hearted approach to love, and when two of you come together, it's like an endless game of teasing, banter, and laughter. You'll enjoy keeping things fun and breezy, always finding ways to make each other smile, whether it's through witty comebacks or subtle flirting. You'll never lose that sense of playfulness that drew you to each other in the first place. This playful energy can keep the relationship feeling fresh, but it's important to remember that not everything can be a joke. There will be times when you'll need to have serious conversations, and it's crucial that you both know when to switch gears. Otherwise, you might find yourselves avoiding important issues by brushing them off with humor. The need for independence, a mutual understanding. As two independent Geminis, you both value your freedom, and this is one of the reasons your relationship works so well. You understand each other's need for space and autonomy, and neither of you will feel suffocated or held back. The Gemini man appreciates that you're not clingy or overly dependent on him, and you appreciate the same in him. This mutual respect for each other's individuality allows you both to thrive as individuals while still maintaining a strong connection. However, this independence can sometimes lead to a lack of emotional closeness. If you're both too focused on your personal pursuits, you might find that you're drifting apart without even realizing it. It's important to make time for each other and prioritize your relationship, even as you explore your individual interests. Conflict resolution. Navigating disagreements. When disagreements arise, both of you are more likely to use your words than your emotions to resolve the issue. As Geminis, you're skilled communicators, and you'll often talk your way through conflicts rather than allowing things to escalate. However, your shared tendency to intellectualize emotions can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. You might both be more focused on winning the argument or proving your point than on understanding each other's feelings. To avoid this, make sure that you're listening as much as you're talking. The Gemini man needs to feel heard just as much as you do, and if you can both learn to express your emotions clearly and honestly, you'll be able to navigate conflicts with ease. Long-term potential. Growing together. The long-term potential of a Gemini woman and Gemini man relationship depends on your ability to ground yourselves and build something stable amidst the chaos of life. If you can find a balance between variety and commitment, independence and closeness, this relationship has the potential to be deeply fulfilling. Together, you'll never stop learning, growing, and discovering new things about each other and the world. Your shared love for adventure will keep the relationship exciting, while your intellectual connection will provide a solid foundation for long-term growth. With time and effort, this relationship can evolve into something that's not only fun and lighthearted but also deeply meaningful. In the end, being with a Gemini man is like being with a mirror of yourself, someone who understands your need for freedom, your curiosity, and your desire for mental stimulation. The key to making it work is embracing the qualities that make you both unique, while also pushing each other to grow emotionally and spiritually. Together, you can create a partnership that's full of excitement, intellectual challenge, and endless possibilities.